The story of how Hey Joe lands on Hendrix's radar. Okay, this is a great story. So he heard the 1966 version by singer-songwriter Tim Rose, but I think he also had heard the Leaves version at some point, but I'm not sure. But the Tim Rose version is the one.
Well, right, like that. Yeah, that's where the story gets really complicated because
Yes, this is the amazing case of serendipity.
even before that, so we have the West Coast version of Hey Joe, which is popular, but then we've got this guy on the East Coast named Tim Rose, struggling singer songwriter, and he hears a version of Hey Joe played by another Greenwich Village artist.
It's
And
just crazy how many people were playing that song.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So Tim Rose hears the song, and he claimed throughout his life that he'd never heard the song before until he'd heard this other guy, Vince Martin, play it for him. So he said, "So where did you get this song?" Vince Martin couldn't tell him, so Tim Rose just kind of took it up. He created his own arrangement of it, which was a little bit more slowed down, a little bit more bluesy, and he ended up signing a record deal with Columbia as well and recorded his version of Hey Joe, which didn't really become a hit, but it was just such a special recording that even the record label, like they pull out all the stops to make it a hit, but they just couldn't make it happen. So anyway, fast forward to the summer of 1966. Jimi Hendrix is playing around Greenwich Village with pickup bands. He's decided to turn his back on being an R&B sideman. He wants to do his own thing. He's kind of struggling, and just by happenstance, one night, the girlfriend of Keith Richards, a woman named Linda Keith, a British model, she pops into a club where Jimmy's playing, and just like anyone would be, she immediately falls in love with him. And they begin this really kind of short, intense relationship where Linda is firmly committed that she needs to make Jimmy a star one way or another. At this time, the Rolling Stones are on tour, so Keith Richards is kind of safely out of the picture. One night in New York, Linda runs into the Animals bassist, Chaz Chandler, who tells her that he's about to leave the band. He wants to move into record production and management. And Linda says, "Well, if that's your plan, you got to check out this guy, Jimi Hendrix. He's going to blow your mind." So part of Chaz Chandler's plan is as well is that he's a fan of Tim Rose's version of Hey Joe, and he wants to find someone to record it so it could become a big hit in England. He's convinced it will. So Linda Keith has absorbed all this information. She goes back to Jimmy and says, "Look, I've invited Chaz Chandler to come see you, but something you got to do. You got to play this song, Hey Joe, for him." Chances are, I'm almost certain Jimmy had no idea what the song was, so he had to quickly learn it. The next day, of course, Chaz Chandler walks into the club. Jimmy's up on stage. He starts playing Hey Joe, and the stars align.